Alright, so we're rounding the corner here. We're almost to the finish line. We're talking about, ignore these two, The Descent. And, first trying to watch this, I didn't think that my portable DVD player would work with it. But I got to work, and I watched it, and well, I thought it was pretty good. The end. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, so what is the story? The story is, after a tragic accident, Sarah goes with a group of climbing friends to this supposedly known terrain of caves. Supposedly known cave system where they encounter these creatures, what I believe are called crawlers. First of all, I'll talk about the opening scenes in the last two of the Joyride series. But the opening in this, Sarah had just got done climbing with her friends. She's with her husband, her daughter. They get in the car. They're in England or Scotland or something because the husband's driving on this side. And not paying attention. This car comes, crashes in these metal stick thingies, whatever they are, metal balls. It's like Final Destination. Shoot through him, kills the daughter, and Sarah's the only one left. I believe it takes place a year later, and Sarah is brought by her friend. His name I can't remember at the moment, but she tells her, "Come on, let's go climbing with a bunch of other friends." And like I said in the story synopsis, that's where they meet the crawlers. Eventually, the first half of this movie is, women both sitting around and then getting to the caves and climbing. There's a couple claustrophobic moments in there where one of them gets stuck almost. And claustrophobic. This movie is claustrophobic as hell. It's suffocating how tight in there they get. But eventually they do come across these creature crawlers, and one by one, these women are killed off, with the exception of, I think, Beth. She's accidentally killed by the aforementioned woman whose name I should remember because she's important. Because apparently, before the accident, she was actually sleeping with Sarah's husband. And it's found out later. But the one thing I'm confused about, she accidentally killed Beth. And I know she covered it up, and that's not good, but it was an accident. An accident. And yet, Sarah, she's like, the worst thing, well, they won't even let her explain. She just assumes that she murdered Beth. Apparently, she was lying about, Ruby? Is her name Ruby? I think it's Ruby. Apparently, Ruby was lying about knowing the cave system they're in. They weren't. She didn't, because she wanted them to name it after them, or one of them, or whatever. But yeah, it's got some good gore. Like I said, being in the cave, suffocating, it works for this movie. I kind of started watching another live stream on my phone halfway through this, but I was paying attention, and there was a lot of, at least I was trying to pay attention, a lot of good gore in this. These creatures are crazy as fuck, and I know there's a sequel, but let's talk about the ending, because the original theatrical ending had, in the U.S., they cut in an ending. So what we got in the U.S. really when it was released in theaters, the U.S. theatrical ending is where Sarah gets out of the cave, she crawls out, she gets back to the truck or whatever they were in, she gets in there, and she throws up. Truck goes by, she gets scared, and turns around, and Ruby's there. I think it's Ruby. It scares her, and then that's where it ends. And I think that's probably a better ending, because then we get the Jip ending, because that seeing Ruby or whatever her name was jolts her and she didn't escape. She's still stuck in the cave, and then she sees the image of her dead daughter and they're sharing a birthday cake. I know this is all kind of retcon by the second film, and I think maybe the second film kind of ignores that tacked on ending. And it was shown internationally, and it's on the DVD release, the Blu-ray release, I assume. But all in all, guys, this is a pretty good movie. I know I'm not saying much, but it's a bunch of women going to the cave and getting killed by creatures. What else can you say? I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10, because it was pretty good. What are your thoughts on The Descent? I know a lot of people love this movie. I thought it was pretty good, to be honest. My first watch. Descent Part 2 is next. Maybe today. I'm not sure. Probably today. We'll see. So remember to like, share, and subscribe. And as always, love, peace, and chicken grease.